Hello. This is a video on how to play Chinese Solitaire. The objective of Chinese Solitaire, like with many solitaires, is to build up all four suits from ace to king using a standard 52 card deck. In terms of setting the game up, um, you'll deal 7 cards, each into 7 piles, right? 7 times 7, that'd be 49 cards. This set of piles is known as the Tableau. All the cards in the first 3 tableaus are turned face up. The remaining 4 piles have the top 4, top 3, top 2, and 1 face up cards, right? So in the first 3 piles, all 7 cards are face up. Then you go with 4, 3, 2, 1 card face up. You'll have 3 cards left, they form a stockpile, and then you'll start the game off with 4 empty foundation piles. In terms of playing the game, on the tableau, cards are played in descending order with alternate colors, right? So in this case, we don't have an example. Okay, so we have this 2 of hearts. It's 1 rank lower than the 3. It's of the opposite color, right? The 3 is black, the 2 is red. So we can go ahead and stack them like so. Also note that groups of cards can be moved, right? It's the same principle as we stated before, right? The 2 cards that are going to make contact must be 1 rank lower and of the opposite color. So just for an example here, I'll go ahead and move this queen, right? So I moved this entire group of cards. It didn't matter what the cards below the queen were. Since the queen was 1 rank below the king and the opposite color, and they were the 2 cards making contact when stacking, those are the only 2 cards that matter in terms of moving cards, right? So we are allowed to move an entire sequence of cards there. Not even a sequence, really, just an entire group of cards. Do note that if you move a, let's say, face up card from one pile to another, the face down top card is turned face up, right? So that 8 of clubs was face down. As soon as we move it, it becomes open and we flip it up. Also note that an empty pile in the tableau can only be filled with a king, right? So that's very important to note as well. The foundation piles start from ace and are built up to king in the same suit. And the cards in the stockpile are only dealt to the first 3 piles of the tableau if no further move can be made in the game. You win the game once all the cards are moved into the foundation piles. So let us sort of continue playing here. That's pretty much it, right? Descending order, you can move a singular card or a group of cards. If a face down card is available to flip up, you flip it up. Once you run out of all your moves, you draw the 3 cards from the stockpile and you deal them to the first 3 tableau piles. That's pretty much it. You win the game if you move all the cards onto the foundation piles. You lose the game if you have no more moves left. What we'll do now is we're going to go ahead and simply, I guess, continue playing as we normally would and do a quick demonstration here. So I'm going to do a little bit of a sneaky move here. I'm going to move that queen over here, and then I'm going to move that 9 back. Right, this is what you can do. You can do this little back and forth movement. So we got the 10 and the 9 in the sequence and the king and the queen in sequence. And so that's a little smart thing you can do. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go ahead and I forgot the purpose of that move there. I had a purpose there, but I forgot it, and so that's okay. It was to free up an ace of some sorts, and so let's see if we can still go ahead and meet our goal there. Go ahead and move the 6 and the 7. And we'll get the ace and the 2, right? We'll move that jack there. No, yeah, we'll move that jack there. We get that ace. Actually, we'll refrain from that move. Not so worried about freeing up the ace as I am about freeing up that king. and getting that king in sort of good spot. So get that king freed up there. See if we can move this through. Oh, we actually want to move that 3 of hearts now that I think about it. But what can we really do here? Well, we don't have a red 5 to move it to. We want to try to get all these cards face up, right? That gives us more information. That's what we'll try to go for here. Might as well take the ace there. Doesn't hurt. But a lot of our information is in these face down cards, and we need that knowledge. Right? We need that knowledge. So what I'll actually do is I'll go ahead and I'll move this like so, and then I'll move that entire group of cards there. That'll allow me to still go ahead and move this queen. So that was my original goal, to get that card flipped up. That card's useless to us, so wasn't really worth it flipping it up. That's okay. We'll sort of continue on with our play here. So the game is quite difficult, as you can see. And I'm looking for a card where we can do a bit of a give and a go here. But it doesn't seem like we have any cards of that manner, so what we'll sort of have to do is, yeah, doesn't seem like we have any cards of that manner. So we're in a bit of a predicament here, right? And that it is quite hard to see what to do. But as you can see, we are pretty much stuck. This is quite a hard solitary card game. In terms of just going over the rules one more time, on the tableau, cards are played in descending order, alternate colors. You can do that with a singular card or a group of cards. An empty pile on the tableau can only be filled with a king, or a group of cards starting with a king. The foundation piles start from ace and are built up. And the stockpile is only drawn from if no further move can be made in the game. The game is won once all cards are moved into the foundation piles. So let's give it another quick go here, although it doesn't seem like we'll make any progress. We'll just do some building here for the sake of building. That's not really something that should be done, but we're doing it just for the sake of doing it. Without it really thinking. And so as you can see, we are pretty much stuck again. So that wraps up how to play Chinese. It's a harder version of Solitaire. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.